Carrie's Beauty Corner. Today's video, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 palettes in front of me that I think would be ideal for spring. I'm wearing one of them now. Actually, I'm wearing kind of a combination of a couple of different ones. But anyway, if you want to see some spring recommendations, then stick around. That's coming right up. Okay, the sun's shining here. It looks like a beautiful spring day. Yesterday was a beautiful spring day. We're supposed to have rain starting tomorrow, so that's going to kind of put a damper on things. But I will take the rain if it'll beat the pollen down a little bit because my allergies are killing me. So, got several palettes to cover, so let me take a sip and we'll get right into it. All right, the first one I have is a dupe, and it's from C-Color, and it's the C-Color Obsessed 6 palette, which of course is a dupe for the Huda Gemstones palette. But y'all, I mean, if this one doesn't scream spring, summer, brightness, I'm going to insert some swatches here so you can see them all on my arm. I wouldn't necessarily, no, which one is it? I wouldn't necessarily call this one so springy, that brick, kind of these two brick colors. I think about something a little more peachy in the summertime. But y'all, these are pigmented and they're absolutely beautiful. Let me also add that these may not be the most popular palettes out there. Some of them I received in BoxyCharm, some of them I received maybe in an Ipsy bag, but they've really grown on me. And if you look at the swatches, you'll see why. Now this second one is from Alamar Cosmetics, and it's the Spanglish palette. And if you'll look, I mean, y'all, these colors, if you look at the swatches are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that pink right there is unbelievably beautiful. And, I mean, I love the color story on this. All right, the next one I have, and of course, any of these Huda palettes are perfect for spring. I just happen to have the lilac one, but I know there's a mint one. I know that there's a pink color story, but this one is beautiful as well. This color right here that has that, it's like that duochrome. You can see that shift in it. Isn't that gorgeous? But I mean, you look at it in the pan and you don't think pink, but you put it on and it's kind of pink with a gold shift. It's just stunning. And this is a newer palette to me, and it's from Colourpop. It's the Menage a Moi. And I think this palette is gorgeous. I mean, you look at the swatches. Now, of course, this looks like fall. These first 3 colors would be beautiful in the fall as well. But y'all, this whole mauve color story, I think of mauve as being maybe even more of a neutral than I do a spring color. But you know, you can brighten it up with these lighter colors, and these glitter toppers are insane. I've swatched them one time, but I want you to see how crazy this glitter is. I mean, they're just stunning. I don't wear them a lot. I find them to be a little bit messy, but they are lovely. So let me get this off my hand or it's going to be everywhere. Now, the next 2 palettes that I have are probably 2 of my favorite palettes in my collection, and I think I got them both from BoxyCharm. This one is from the brand Hikari, and it's the butterfly effect. And here it is right here. Now clearly this top row right here, or the bottom row if you're looking at it right side up, it's not for spring, and I didn't even swatch these because, I mean, I wouldn't use these right here. But y'all, the rest of them, this row of greens right here and these purples, and I used these colors right here in my crease. I mixed them and I used them in my crease, and then I came back, I used this under my eye, and then I mixed it with another palette that I'm going to show you next. But I mean, these are just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, that right there, that's the Easter Bunny right there to me. See that? Oh, it's just gorgeous. And these do, most of these do have shade names. Some of them don't. But just for the sake of time, I'm not going to read you the color names for everyone. But this one is from a company called Eloise, and it is the Queen palette. I mean, y'all look at the colors. I mean, goodness, the range of pinks. The range of pinks, just the pinks alone right there. And I love this. It's kind of I think if you mixed it maybe with something even lighter, you would get the most beautiful shade of peach. You see that? And that's a little bit, I kind of did kind of a peachy look on my lid, but I had to mix a few colors to get it. I didn't have one that was just, you know. But y'all, this green, I mean, I'm serious. These are just absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to have them all listed below, and they might not be available on just a regular retail site, but if I can find them like on Hikari or eBay or something like that, I will definitely link them below. Then this one, this is the Violet Voss Sugar Crystals palette. This is probably the most, whoa, didn't see that coming. Okay, well, kind of lost one there and made a mess. Anyway, I'll clean that up later, but let me hold this one so it doesn't fall out again. But anyway, this is the most pastel palette that I have in my collection, and I'm not going to put probably any of these directly on my eyes, but blended out, they're absolutely beautiful. I mean, can't you just see Easter eggs? This color right here, this whole row right here. Anyway, this is a beautiful palette. When I first got it, I thought, no, I don't think so. But I've kept it, and I have found myself, when I want to diffuse a color, I have found myself reaching for this palette a lot. So don't dismiss a palette the first time you see it. And I'm bad about not doing this, but looking at a palette and swatching a palette are two different things. And then putting that palette on your eyes is another entirely different thing. So sometimes you have to play with these palettes in order to get a feel for them. So don't dismiss it the first time you see it. And last but not least, I did a look on this yesterday. This is from Hipdot, and it is the CENOTE, Cenote palette. Anyway, I did a look with this yesterday, and I thought maybe these two or these three colors, or maybe even this one, that you could kind of dupe that new Colourpop Limoncello. They're not exact, and this one really looks a little more yellow in the pan, but it shows up a little bit more gold than the Limoncello one. But I love the shade range of the blues in this. Let's see, let's get that one right there. I mean, do y'all see the range? Just absolutely. And talk about pigment. I mean, the pigment is insane. This is the first Hipdot palette that I've ever had, but hopefully it won't be my last one. So that's really all that I picked out. Now I have some other ones. I mean, this one came to mind. This is the Lorac Unzipped palette. And even though it's more of a neutral, it has the rose gold. It has those colors that you can really kind of, I don't know, maybe spring it up just a little bit. And then this one is a highlight and eyeshadow palette from Laura Sanchez. It's the Moods palette. It looks like this. And you could get some really, really pretty looks with this also. Even though it's got, you know, it's got your warmer, it's got a cool brown and a little bit warmer brown. But, I mean, y'all, seriously, there's another one of those. There's another one of those, green and blue, that would be insanely beautiful for a spring look. So the moral of the story here, I got inspired watching Mandy Lee. Of course, she ranked hers, and she had, excuse me, she had some that are probably more likely to be in your collection, unless you are a BoxyCharm subscriber. And then you may have a lot of these palettes and thought, well, I don't know that I'm going to ever use them. Pull them out, swatch them, try them on the eyes, mix it up a little bit, and see if you can't get yourself feeling brand new and refreshed for spring. All right, as always, I thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be coming at you on Thursday. I'm trying a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday uploading schedule this week. Our internet is crazy, but sometimes on the weekend when it's busy, we live out in the country, so we have satellite. And sometimes when a lot of people are using the internet, it took me 2 days to upload a video last week. So I'm trying a different schedule this week and seeing how it goes. So I'm going to be back on Thursday with my Ipsy Plus. So we will see you then. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you, and thanks for watching.